on. It's just bringing it straight from my heart for me to you, because that's what I do. My very first Onslaught DLC commentary using the brand new weapon Maverick on the remake Scrapyard on the Xbox One. You can see how the beautiful colors and all this and everything looks. It's wonderful, but today you're getting it on the PS4 and probably want to know a little bit of information. And this is my first commentary, and I am using the Maverick. As you see here, that little got shot right here. But anyways, looking at this map, you're like, oh, that's a remake of Scrapyard. Yes, but this map's kind of interesting. You see the rocket booster tester right there in front of you, and behind me there is a kind of space shuttle rocket type thing taking off, and it gets hit by a missile and blows up, and then pieces of it hit on this map that complete the map. Kind of a different innovation here. The rocket right above me, and when it now this rocket that's right above me through this grid is interesting, because if you get the field orders on this one, this is the map where the tester boosters will fire off and it kills anybody who's camping in there, which is really cool. So anyways, moving right along, I've noticed that Infinity Ward, you see right there, that piece slide in, you know, the pieces of the map that used to be there in Scrapyard basically are not there in the beginning of this map. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Scrapyard, it's basically the same map that Scrapyard was in Modern Warfare 2. Now, when the rocket booster blows up or gets attacked, pieces of it fall down to the ground and finish the map back to how it's supposed to be, you know. But I think it's very innovative, because it starts the map out one way halfway through the match, and then as the rocket's blown up, it turns into a completely different map. And for the people who've never played Modern Warfare 2, it's kind of awesome. There is some kind of little, you know, buttons and tricks, you know, how they like to add a lot of stuff in these maps. You get a little booster that's in here, another rocket booster testing on the other side, which is cool. And then up here you got the tractor that carries the rocket boosters. I like how the flames run up and down on the top there. That's pretty cool. Now you'll notice right here, this is the new part that wasn't in Modern Warfare 2, where you can go downstairs. I guess they thought, well, this is probably needed, and they wish they would have put it in. And I thought it was a great addition, because you know, it gives you a different angle to get to this building if people are camping up there in that one spot, in that doorway up there. So the greenery is kind of interesting on this map, because it kind of blends a lot of stuff in, so it doesn't, your characters really don't stick out. So if a person's standing next to the greenery, which would be like the leaves or the vines that are growing up on the walls, it's kind of hard to track somebody. Now, moving right along to the Maverick double kill right here. The Maverick, everybody, you know, when you first get this on the PS4, everybody's going to be using the Maverick. And they're going to be like, oh my god, it's so overpowered. Yeah. It's not really overpowered. It's probably one of the better assault rifles, but it's not no R5. I mean, when you shoot long distance, it gets a lot of kick very far away. So, you know, it's a decent weapon. I would say it's a little bit in between the ARX and the AK. I think it could fit in there somewhere. It's definitely a top 5 assault rifle, but it's by no means needs a nerf. It's a decent assault rifle. I would say good to average assault rifle, and it's put in its place where it should be. So, with that being said, I think it's a good addition, and I wish they would do more map packs. The things that I don't like, here's the things I like about Infinity Ward and what they're doing. Their maps are becoming more innovative in the DLCs, which I like, and I think their hands are tied and they really can't do as much as they want. You could see it in these maps, like they want to do a lot more, but they can't. You know, it just seems like, you know, and I'm not defending them, but you know, having the map blow up like that and doing a little different. I mean, that's a big change from just resurfacing it and remapping it. That's a lot to change on this map, and people could be like, "Oh man, I hate this map. What'd you do to it? Scrapyard was the best. You ruined it." But nobody's really saying that. They love it. It's great the way it's set up and what it adds to the experience, and that's wonderful. So I actually enjoy it, and I think you guys are going to enjoy it too. That little step right there got me killed, you know. They put that stuff there on purpose. Infinity Ward's notorious for putting bars and poles when you're trying to, like, run around edges. It just makes it to where people just can't pop out and shoot you, pop out and shoot you. And that's one thing that I really like about it. Overall, I think the DLC is decent. I know people said, "Oh, Fish, why'd you buy it?" No, I had a subscriber that bought it for me. And the fact is that, you know, I didn't want to disappoint the people who wanted to see my opinions on it. And thus giving my opinions, I think that it's a decent, you know, you can just buy the DLC, which is $15.99. You don't have to buy the whole thing, the season pass. But, you know, I think if you buy the season pass, you get the weapon. I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me. But I would rather see more DLCs. And the sad thing about this whole setup here is that we do not see these maps go right into circulation, which kind of pisses me off. You know, you wish they would. I mean, come on, stop being fucking lazy. Put the shit in ground war. Put the shit in general population rotation. No, they stick it in Onslaught, and if you're not in the mix, you don't get to play it. So it burns out really quick because people, that's all they're gonna play. And see, that's the thing. When you nickel and dime the shit out of the community on microtransactions and DLCs, fucking people, I mean, this isn't good enough to hold water. So they're gonna fucking leave, and that's the bottom line. And I think it's a bad model for the community, and that's just too bad. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this commentary. Now get the fuck out of here.